Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel on various kinds of yoga that I try to share with everyone. So you have lots of choices of what you think is best for your body. And please don't do anything that is not good. I have a big square of sunshine here. So, get rid of it. Anyway, I have decided to call my iron yoga class 2 bells and a chime. So, because I like to end all of my yogas with a little bit of a shavasana, even though we're really going to be pumping it hard here. And I want you to have a strap. You don't have to, but there's a couple of poses that you might find more comfortable with some of these props. So 2 weights, 1 to 5 pounds, a bolster or pillows for under your knees, a blanket, eye mask, and if you want a couple of blocks you can use for under your knees or just whatever you have around the house. Pillows work just fine. So let's go ahead and get started. Our focus today is weight bearing for better bone health, strength gaining and flexibility. That's where the yoga comes in. Balance, breathing techniques for stress relief and anxiety, and also breathing techniques helps you to focus, as does yoga poses and weights. And our affirmation word for today is authenticity. So I want you to think about authenticity and what that means to you as you're doing your yoga class. Authenticity, add your unique ingredients to the mix. Be real, express yourself, unlock your originality, and manifest your pure potential. So while we're doing the class, if you decide I don't really want to do arm curls, I like chest presses better. You know, if you want to change it up a little bit and make it authentic for you, do it. Just make sure that you're doing things that are not going to be hurting your body. We're going to go ahead and start with a warm up in mountain pose or Tadasana. So let's start by just gripping the toes down to the mat and really clenching the fingers. I always like to do a warm up before we start any kind of exercise, and then release that. And then again, crunch and squeeze. I'm squeezing my palms together, my fingers into my palms, making a fist. Punch, 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 and release. One more time. Squeeze. And while you're doing that, pull in your lower abs. Really tighten all those leg muscles, glutes, lower abs, shoulders, and release. Shake it out. It's very important to warm up. Let's go ahead and take 3 breaths up. So we're going to bend our knees generously as we inhale up. I like to do breaths. It just kind of brings a focus. Inhale up. And I'm exhaling out my mouth with a little ah. One more time. Inhale up. And let's continue with lubricating the joints. Let's do some foot twists or circles. I'm just going on the edge of my foot, all edges in a circle. So I'm on the heel, the inside, the toes, the outside, the heel, the inside, and then reverse. Inside, heel, outside, foot, toes, inside, last time around. And that really gets the ankle loosened and a little bit on the knee there. On the left side, let's start toes, outside foot, heel, inside toes, outside heel, inside toes, outside heel, inside toes, reverse, inside heel, outside toes, inside heel, outside toes, and then just bring that to rest. And I should have mentioned, if you want a chair for balance, of course, that's something always good to have. You can use your couch or chair or wall, wherever you're at. I have to stay here. You can't see me if I go to the walls, so I'll bring a chair. My balance is starting to get regained since I had my accident. So I'm going to go with no help today, I hope. So I'm going to lift up my knee, and I'm just going to circle my ankle. And while you're standing here, really try to make your abdominals nice and tight. And then reverse that. We're just lubricating, really lubricating that ankle, because the ankles are going to be really holding us up and doing a lot of movements here. And now we're going to circle the knee. Oh. About 3 times around. Oh, I fell down. And then reverse. 2, 3. And then kick back and forward. Bending a little bit of the hip back and forward. One more time. Back and forward. Woo! Put that down. Now we're going to go to the left side. So we'll start with the ankle. Just circle. 2, 3. Have a lot of clicks happening this morning. And reverse. Actually, this afternoon. 2, 3. And now the knee. 1, 2, and 3. I'm trying to keep my knee at a 90-degree angle, and I'm moving around. Now reverse that. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm just going to swing the leg back and forward and back and forward. Last time, back. Oh, I almost made it, darn, and forward. Well, I am being authentic with you. I'm not perfect. I try to challenge myself. So if I didn't want to challenge myself, I would have just got the chair over here and held it the whole time. And I do see that I am improving. So I hope that you are doing the same. Let's do a little bit of our arms. Let's circle our wrist. 1, 2, 3, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, and then scarecrow arms flapping in the wind. I don't know what else to call it. You could call it paddle arms. It looks like we're paddling. And then we have goalpost arms. And let's go into a little bit of a goddess pose here, just to kind of warm up our muscles for our legs. So we're going to be in our goalpost here. Let's raise up both heels. Let's do 3, 4, 5. Really tighten those legs. And then we're going to go side to side. A little lateral stretching. Oh, that feels good. Just in goalpost adds a little bit more of a challenge. And then come up, arms overhead. And I'm going to grab my left hand to hold my right, and then pull my right over to the left. Ooh. And then grab my right hand to pull the left over to the left, to the right. And then one more time on the left hand, holding the right hand, just pulling over. If you don't pull and you just want to stretch, you can do that. But I like to have that little extra stretch right through here. It feels so good. I'm not overdoing it. Last one, left, holding the left hand, pulling it over to the right. And then up. Bring the arms down. Let's do some shoulder rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that felt good. And I think we've done, let's do a few twists. So let's just do some washing machine yoga. When you twist to the left, let the right foot come up. See how my right foot's coming up on the toe, and then my left toe. That way you are protecting your knees and not putting them at an odd twisting motion where they shouldn't be. I heard all this stuff when I was younger, and now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, I wish I would have listened more. It's really important to treat your body kindly so that it can carry you around for the rest of your life. And then let's just bring that to stillness. I'm going to turn sideways. I'm going to do a couple of forward folds. Inhale up. And exhale over. This is where your blocks come in handy. I'm going to grab one. I'm a little tight this morning or this afternoon. These are my first big stretches of the day. I do a few in the bed. What I want you to notice here is that my hips are over my ankles as opposed to stretching back this way. If you're stretching this way, you're really getting that full hamstring stretch. And don't lock your knees out. Keep a little bend in them. We're just going to hang down here for a second. Then I'm just going to let go and do a ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows. I'm hoping I'm still over, yes, my ankles, because I have a tendency to want to push back. And then let's just swing side to side. And then bring that to stillness. Bend your knees generously and inhale up. I think I'm going to try turning on the light behind me. And that doesn't look good. I'll turn that one off. That's better. It looked a little dark. Okay. Now we're going to get down to some business here. So let's grab our weights. Got one in each hand. I'm using 5 pounds. If I had a 4 pound, I think that would be more comfortable, but I don't have 4 pound. I go 2 to 5 and then 5 to 8. I try to buy weights during 2020 and everything was sold out except for these sizes, and I haven't been back out to look because I usually go to the gym, but I'm going to have to go invest in some more. Anyway, we're going to do a military pose. So you're going to start with your hands, come forward a little bit, down here by your side, palms are forward, and you will bring the weights up to shoulder length. Press them up as you turn and twist them. Let me come here and be on my, I don't know if you can see me. I'll just try to squat down, but I want you standing. So you start here, bring them up, twist them around, up in the air, down to goalpost arms together, out, and then twist them back down. Okay? That's called military press. So here we go. We're going to do 10 reps and take a break, and then we'll repeat it 2 more times. So we'll do a total of 3 reps. So up, twist, goalpost together, down. Up, twist, goalpost together, down. 3, 4, It's hard to count and do all this. Twist, goalpost, together, down. 5, twist up, goalpost, together, down. 6, twist, goalpost, together, down. 7, twist, goalpost, together, down. 8, twist, goalpost, together, down. 9, twist, goalpost, together, down. Last one. 10, twist. For our next set of military poses, we are going to add a little challenge in doing them in a warrior one pose. So we're going to take the right leg back. I have my foot at a slight angle, my right foot. Going to bend over my left knee over my ankle, and here we go. Up, twist, goalpost, together, down. 2, twist, goalpost, together, down. 3, twist, goalpost, together, down. 4, twist, goalpost, together, down. 5, twist, goalpost, together, down. 6, twist, goalpost, together, down. I forgot together. 7, twist, goalpost, together, down. 8, twist, goalpost, together, down. 9, twist, goalpost, together, down. Last one on the second set. Up, twist, goalpost, together, down. And bring the right foot forward. Shake it out. And then you guessed it. Now we will take the left leg back. And you can make your warrior one higher or lower depending on your ability. I'm going to just do a medium. Here we go. 1, twist, goalpost, together, down. 2, twist, goalpost, together, down. 3, twist, goalpost, together, down. Really hold in those stomachs. 4, twist, goalpost, together, down. 5, twist, goalpost, together, down. 6, twist, goalpost, together, down. 7, twist, goalpost, together, down. 8, twist, goalpost, together, down. 9, twist, goalpost, together, down. Last one. 10, twist, goalpost, together, down. Left leg up to meet the right. Shake it out. I am warming up. Always start with extra clothing on. Gotta take off the t-shirt. I didn't even start with a sweatshirt today because I warm up pretty quickly when I'm doing the weights. Okay, our next set. I hope that everyone can make it through that. And again, I forgot to say, anytime you need to quit, you don't have to do the whole 10. If you can do 5, do 5. If you can do 3, do 3. And then each day, try to set a different goal. So we're going to go into a dolphin pose, and we're going to do some like a push-up and dolphin pose. So for your triceps and your biceps too. So here we go. We're going to inhale up and exhale, bending your knees over, coming down into a tabletop. Bring your forearms down to the mat. Curl your toes under. And bring your hands into a like a diamond. So your hands are like this. Your forearms are down on the mat, and your hands are like this. Okay, that's dolphin pose. Get that down here. So then you curl your toes under and raise up just like on a down dog. Really get the booty in the air. And then we're going to lower down and up. 2, 3. Your head is coming down into that triangle your forehead is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees down to the mat and go into a nice child's pose, really stretching the hands out forward. Like dig your fingernails or your fingers tips into the mat like you're going to pull yourself forward. Of course, you're not going to go anywhere. That gives a nice long stretch to these muscles that we just challenged. And then we're going to come up. And let's see what is next on our agenda. Okay, we're going to go into a restorative rest pose. So you can just lay down on the mat and roll over. Make sure your weights are handy. We're going to be using them, of course. So I like to do a little bit of a break in between our weight challenges in our 2 bells and a chime iron class. So this is our little break. We're going to have our feet planted on the mat, about hip distance apart. Inhale the right leg up. And we're going to do 3 inhales. And as you inhale, your leg will go away. And as you exhale, your leg will come in, and really try to pull that leg in. Try to keep your hands off of your shins. If you cannot reach your leg, or it's for some reason you're not limber enough, this is where a strap comes in very handy, because it can go behind your thigh and you can pull it this way. Maybe yours looks more like this if you're very tight, or maybe you can get your knee all the way up. Okay, here we go. Now you know how to do it, the procedure. We're going to inhale the leg up. Exhale, pull the knee in. Pause. Inhale up. On your next exhale, pull the knee in. Inhale up. When you get to the top, just breathe normally. And then when I say on your next exhale, then you exhale and pull your knee towards your head. On your next exhale, pull the knee in. I like to exhale through my mouth during this pose. And then inhale the right foot down to the mat. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, pulling the knee towards the head. Inhale up. Exhale. This is massaging all those internal organs. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale the left leg down. Now we're going to inhale both legs up. And again, your strap may come in handy for this. Let's save this one for another yummy break. Now we're going to start with our weights. We're going to do some chest presses on the mat, which adds a lot of stability to our back, so we can actually concentrate a little bit more on our core, on your abdominals. Really tighten those up, tighten your glutes. And then because we have more stability here, um, you will not have to worry about hunching your back over. Like if we were standing, I'd be saying make sure you're standing up straight and don't lean forward. Here we go. We're going to do 20 of these, or as many as you can. And the arms are in a goalpost facing up. I think you can see me like this. And then we're just going to press them straight up. Ready? 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very important that you touch your elbows back down, but don't just let them sit there. Just a light touch so that you have a little pressure on the weights at all times. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pull on that stomach. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. We'll do a skull crusher. So you're going to hold the weight vertical. So the bottom of the weight is facing your skull, and then you're just going to bring your elbows down, just like you're going to crush your skull. So it's at a 90-degree angle here, and then back up. 20 of these. Or, I can't really see the clock very well. I was going to say, or just 30 seconds, but I'll count. 1, 2, and you can hold both weights if you want. 3, ooh, I hit my head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to do another exercise. We're going to take our weights. Again, I am on, I have a goalpost hands. And my elbows are about an inch off of the mat for a challenge, or they can be on the mat if you're just beginning. And we're going to take our weights, and their palms are facing towards my legs, and then we're just going to lower the weight down and up. So challenge, off of the mat and up. Let's do 20 of these. 1, 2, nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's better with the elbows on the mat, but not so that you have a little weight holding. It's just easier to stabilize. 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now we're going to go back to our first exercise, which was just the pressing up. And this time, don't let your elbows rest on the mat. They could come and touch it, but then they go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Skull crushers, last round of these. Weight is vertical. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For my last 10, I'm going to try holding 2 weights. I could get my 8-pound out. I better not hold 2. I don't want to crush my skull. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is great for your triceps. Okay, and then back to our, I don't really know what to call it. There's so many different names. I've got them all rolling around in my head, but we're just going to take our palms, lower down to the mat, and back up. Palms are facing towards your knees. Here we go. 1, 2, slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. And we are laying in a yoga pose called restorative rest pose. So you're getting the benefit of that pose, which is letting the whole spine kind of stretch and relax, building a little strength in the leg from holding them up. Now we're going to take one of our weights. We're going to place it on our right above the pubic bone, and we're going to do a bridge pose. So bring your feet in as close to your buttocks as you can, and we will raise up with a weighted bridge pose. And then down. And we're going to do 20 of these. Up, hold it, and down. And you can do 2 weights if you want. I'm going to stick with 1, 3, down. 4, when I count the number, come up, down. 5, down. 6, down. It's important to come slowly down and up. 7, and really pause here at the top. Really try to squeeze those glutes when you get to the top. Do a little squeeze, and then we lower. 8, squeeze, lower. We're going to make those glutes nice and round and firm. 10, squeeze and lower. 10, squeeze and lower. 9, squeeze, lower. 8, squeeze, lower. That squeezing is really getting my glutes. 7, squeeze and lower. 6, squeeze and lower. 5, squeeze, lower. 4, squeeze, lower. 3, squeeze, lower. 2, squeeze, lower. And last one, squeeze it as hard as you can. Really squeeze those glutes, the legs, and then lower, 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 lower. You should have really felt that through your glutes. I certainly did. Let me think what's next. Sometimes I remember because it just flows real well, and then I get into it and I forget what we're doing next. Oh, we're gonna take a little that break that we didn't do before. So if you want to use your strap, you can put it around your feet. I'm going to come into a baby pose. I like baby pose with the strap. So you put it around your, as up as high as you can, but don't get on the padding of the foot because you don't want to squeeze the toes. And then we're just going to pull this down into a baby pose. And really feel that pressure on the low back is firm against the mat. It feels good. And then we're just going to roll over, do a little back massage. I'm going to come all the way over and then all the way back over and just roll back and forth. It should feel very nice. And then bring that to stillness. And then we're going to do 1 foot up and 1 foot down. Happy baby. Active, happy baby. What's nice about how using the strap is that ensures that you keep your head and your neck and your shoulders on the mat, especially if you're not as limber as some people might be. Your baby pose may be way out here. Wherever you are comfortable, like the affirmation of the day, authenticity is your goal. Be authentic to your body and what it can do, and you will have a great workout. Don't try to do what you think everyone else might be doing. And then bring that to stillness. And we're going to take the strap off of our feet, roll over onto our side, and slowly come up. That's how we should come up always. And we're going to come up to a standing. Make sure you have your weights. There. Standing. We're going to do a chair pose, which is feet are hip distance apart. And then you come back like you're going to sit in a chair, but there's no chair there. If you are working on building that leg strength up, you can have a chair behind you just in case maybe you feel like you need to take a little break. Try not to sit too long or just hover over the chair for stability and to build your confidence. So we're going to work on strengthening our legs, and then with our arms, we're going to do some upright rows while we're in chair. That's just with the hands facing toward your body, palms down, and then just bring them up. My elbows are bent, and I'm just bringing them up. This might be called chest press. I don't remember, honestly. If you ask somebody at the gym, they'll say, I don't know, we just do it. So here we go. Inhale, chest press, chair pose. Really get stable there. Keep your knees behind your toes. So you have to really stick the booty out here. And then our arms are coming up. 2, 3, hold in the stomach. 4, this is a challenge. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then come up, just standing, check your legs out. If you need to take a break, you can put your weights down and just do your arms. Our next one is going to be a tricep pull, which is your, of course, you'll be in chair pose, and your elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle, and then you just push your wrists back to straighten your arms, and the weights come up. Okay. So anyone that wants to get rid of the flabby arms, the triceps are the way to go. Here we go. Inhale, exhale over into chair pose. It's like you're skiing, and then you're just going to pull the weights back or push them back. 2, hold the stomach in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, I'm feeling those triceps. And then we're going to do one more chair pose with weights or our bells. And for this one, we will just do raising our arms up and down. Keep the elbows glued to the side. The weights just come up to chest level and then go down to the side. Here we go. Last chair pose with bells. Bells and whistles. Whistling when you get done and a hurrah. Here we go. Inhale. Chair pose. Glue your elbows. 1, up. 2, 3, 4, hold in the stomach. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Put your weights down. And we're going to end. Oh, I don't think I have any. Oh, yes, I do have one more. Sorry. We're going to do a squat with a weight. Squats are excellent for your legs, for your digestion, and then holding the weight for the arms too. So stand with the feet wider than hip width apart. If you're on a regular size mat, it will be where your feet are almost to the edge of the mat, or maybe even over, depending if you have really long legs. We're going to hold the weight here, so it's vertical. Inhale and go down into your squat. My knees are really out, and I just have my elbows lightly touching the inside of my thigh just to remind the legs to stay back, and then I'm just holding my weight. And we're going to do this for 30 seconds, and then we're going to pulse for 30 seconds. If you cannot do it that long, just come out and go into a child's pose or tabletop. Hold on the stomach best as you can. We're halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to pulse our legs and our weight. 30 seconds. This really, really gets the thigh muscles, and I think the weight in my hand takes the focus off of my thighs hurting so much. Woo! Oh boy, they're getting tired. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay the weight down. Come down to your knees if you haven't already done so. We're going to do a little table movements. Oh man, that really burnt the inner thighs. Okay, and tabletop. Knees below the hips. Wrist below the shoulders. Here we go. We're going to inhale into cat and exhale cow. Inhale cat. Exhale cow. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to do a C curve on our tabletop. I'm going to look to the right, hips to the right. I'm just curving right through here and stretching the other side. And then swing back through center. Exhale to the left. Head to the left, hips to the left. And just breathe normally here. Pull in your stomach, your Uddiyana bandhas. Exhale through the center. Inhale to the right. And pause. We'll do this one more to the left, or two more to the left, and one more to the right. Exhale to the center. Inhale to the left. And then we've got one more round. On your next exhale, center, last one to the right. Inhale to the right. Almost forgot to pull my hips around. I was wondering why I didn't feel that stretch. And exhale, center. Inhale left, last one. Really make it a good one. And then exhale, center. Sit back on your feet. Stretch your arms out into child's pose. And we're not going to try to stretch. I'm just relaxing, letting all of the muscles settle. My mind settle. And ask myself, have I been authentic to my body today and what I've done? Hopefully you have. I feel like I have. I did a little challenge, but I didn't overdo. I didn't underdo. And then inhale and exhale the right hand to the right, left hand follows for a nice side stretch in child's pose. It's called side child pose. Exhale to the center. Pause for a moment. Inhale and exhale, left hand to the left, right hand follows. This really gives a nice stretch right through the whole side, especially that lower side and through the armpit. Oh, feels so good. On your next exhale, return to center. Come up into tabletop. And we're going to do a down dog. So curl your toes under. Take your hands up, about a hand width up. So you're kind of at an angle with your arms. Inhale and exhale as you push your booty in the air. Your head is resting between your arms. Should be going, just your head's loose. And let's walk our dog out. We're going to do a little bit of a flow, and then we're going to come back on our backs and end it with some just nice gentle endings. Got to get the flow in. If you can, take your heels down to the mat. If you can't, just keep them where they can. I'm not going to press mine all the way down. I'm going to inhale and exhale as I just roll forward into plank. We're going to hold plank for 30 seconds. Really trying to build my arm strength. My goal is in the next, maybe 3 months that I will be back to where I was before I couldn't work my arms out much. It takes a long time to gain it back. My arms are shaking. We're almost there. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't collapse. We're going to lower down slowly. Chaturanga. Put your arms up. Lay the feet flat. And we're going to have your hands down by your chest and push up into upward dog. If you want to do cobra, it's not in my back do cobra, that extreme. You could do a baby cobra or down dog. Lower down. Curl your toes under. Push up, back into down dog. We're going to do 2 more of those flows. Inhale, exhale over, hold, 30 seconds. If you want, you can kind of do some twist in here. It feels good. We're halfway there. Woo! Shake it again. Come out anytime you need to. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down slowly. Slow. And down dog. Curl your toes under. Come back up into down dog. I said down dog. That was up dog. Sorry. Exhale into plank. We're not going to hold it this time. Lower, lower, lower. Up dog. And then just come down. Bring your arms overhead. Your feet are behind you, and we're just going to raise the right arm up and the left leg and the left arm and the right leg and go back and forth like a flutter, swim, whatever you want to call it. Feels good. And you're really massaging that stomach there. Roll over onto your back. Get all of your Shavasana stuff together. We're going to do a few more stretches before we go into Shavasana. It's important. But this way you don't have to get back up. And I'm going to put my shirt back on. Because when I get down here, I get relaxed. So whatever you need to do to get comfortable for the last few minutes before we start Shavasana. I like to just have it all prepared. I want to take my weight gloves off. I like to wear gloves. I should put that on what to bring to class. A lot of people doesn't bother them, but I really like to have gloves when I hold weights. Oh, my timer. What happened to it? Okay, we got 5 minutes. So we're going to do some nice, gentle stretching. So we're going to lay out nice and long. Inhale and exhale. Really stretch the arms and the legs in opposite directions. Maybe do a little twist. And then relax. One more long stretch. Inhale. Long stretch. Point your toes. Flex your feet. Point your toes. Flex your feet and hands. And relax. That's good. Now we're going to bring the knees up. So their feet are on the mat. We're going to lift our hips to the right. Just about 1.5 inches, maybe 2. Lower the legs down. Bring the right leg to the right. The left leg follows. And then scrunch your torso to the right so that you are in banana asana or supine crescent pose. This is always a good one to put the spine back in alignment, because we're going to go to the other side here in a moment. Just lay here for a few seconds. Oh, it feels so good. You should congratulate yourself on coming to class and doing your weights today, and then combining it with luscious yoga. I love yoga, in case you can't tell. Inhale and release the feet back to center, the torso to center, bringing the feet to the mat, knees up to the ceiling. Lift the hips and put them in the center, just so you get a feel for where 2 inches at the most is when you bring your hips to the left. Inhale, hips up. Over 1.5 to 2 inches. Straighten the legs so you feel kind of crooked here, right? Bring the legs to the left. The right leg crosses if it can. And then work your torso to the left. If you start with your spine in the center, it could be stressing the back. So we start with our spine already to the left a little, or to the right, depending on which way we're going. I have my left hand holding my right arm, so it's anchoring it down, and my right foot is anchored over my left, but it doesn't have to be if you're not that flexible. Just lay here and enjoy the pose. On your next exhale, bring the torso back to center, the legs back to center, and then raise the hips up and bring that back to center. And I'm going to add my bolster, or if you have pillows, or if you want to use your blocks, or if you don't have any of that, you can just let your knees fall in. I want your back flat on the mat. And if you have your legs straight out, then sometimes the back has a little curve in it, which may or may not be good for your body. So get into your Shavasana position. We'll take about 8 minutes here, maybe 10. I was going to say, if you hear snoring, it could be the dog, but he's gone out of the room. So if there's snoring, it will be me, I think. Hopefully I won't fall asleep. I had a good night's rest. I'm going to cover all up, get my eye mask, and I'm going to take you through a breathing, because I always like to do a little breath work somewhere along the way. I was puffing, and I won't be able to do the breathing with you, but I will do it after I get you into your breathing. I hope everyone is settled. I think I've given everyone enough time. Today's breath work will just be a breathing in to the count of 4, hold 4, out 4, all through the nose, pause, and then start over, and we'll do 3 or 4 rounds. Close your eyes, put your eye mask on. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Start taking any last minute wiggles or stretches. I'm thinking about coming back to reality here for either your evening activities or your morning activities or the rest of the day activities, whenever you choose to do the class. Just take a nice big long stretch. And when you feel ready, go ahead and turn over onto your side and lay in the fetal position for a few seconds. And then when you're ready to come to a seated position, take your top arm and push yourself up, nice and slow. I'm going to bring my chair up here for our Namaste part of the class. And first, I want to thank everyone for joining me, whatever time of day that you have chosen to do this. And let's hope that you thought about authenticity of your yoga practice, your 2 bells and a chime. I just thought of that name, and I just am in love with it now. I hope that you get the humor of it. And so let's go ahead and rub our hands together vigorously, bringing love, joy, peace, and authenticity, our affirmation word of the day, or you can choose your own word, pressing that into our heart center, bowing our heads. I honor the light in you and ask that you honor the light in others. Namaste. And then I have a quote that's from a website called The Fearless Soul. It's the first time I found that. I've never saw that one before. Don't trade your authenticity for approval. Just think about that as you go through this week. If you decide to choose that word for your affirmation of the day or the week, that don't trade it for approval. In other words, be authentic. Thank you for coming. Oh, and I have to draw. And our next class will be called Responsibility. So, ta-ta for now, and I will see you next week. Have a great week.